Y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all ain't even.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stephen, aka Sticky G Bud, and I'm chilling right now with my main man, my main villain. Yeah, you're the bad guy. Duh. Clario G.
What up, y'all?
Hey, and the Cowboy Hippie will be joining us in a little bit. So right now, how about them Cowboys?
Hey, first of all, well, hey, that's funny that you're laughing about it, but you guys might not win a game this year.
You know what?
And you're the one laughing?
I am the one, yes.
I really think that we're in a much better position than the Giants are by 100%. And hold on, let me finish this.
You may be right, but go ahead.
And our division is so weak, bro, that 8-8 is going to get into the playoffs anyways. So I'm not worried about this. As long as we take care of division opponents, we're going to the playoffs, dude. And the way it looks, Eagles trash, Washington football team trash, and the Giants are bottom feeders, bro. And we both know that right now. What's up?
We could come up. Hey, we could only come up from here.
You're right, because you're a bottom feeder. You can only come up when you're that bad.
And hold on, I know I'm probably lagging. Let me turn off my.
You ain't that bad right now, but. So, y'all, how is everybody doing out there on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, man? What a great day of football, great games all the way around, a lot of great endings, a lot of controversial endings. But all in all, I mean, I was sad for the Cowboys, but, it was a great day of football again. Except for you.
Because I say you're not a Giants fan. I'm going to tell you right now, let's talk about the game, the Giants game.
Okay, let's go into it.
We let the third string quarterback for the 49ers look like a Pro Bowler. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. We had some. Okay, now I want you to ask me what I would grade Garrett today. Go ahead, ask me.
What would you grade Garrett today?
A C-. A C-. Now, we had our moments, and that's what they were, moments. Like one play here, one play there. We had some turnovers. We had a costly fumble in the beginning. And now there's like reports. Now I'm reading. I'm on every Giants page on Facebook right now. And everybody's sharing it with me that that Steve Tisch, one of the owners of the Giants, the vice president, not Mora, but the other gentleman, is calling for the firing of Gettleman.
God, dude, just like
already,
that, man.
Just yeah.
Okay.
Well, so we're like, if I'm not mistaken, 9-26 since he's taken over as GM.
Sneaky, let's be real for a second. If you can, excuse yourself from being a fan for a moment, okay? Really.
I'll try.
Take a look at the last 3 seasons, man, and tell me what going into this year. I know your hopes were high because obviously some of that was being a fan, but dude, in reality, you guys are bad, and it doesn't look like it's getting any better. I mean, the output of Daniel Jones, man, once again is just like I said at the beginning of the year. I think he's now he can't be the worst quarterback in the division because we know Haskins is the worst quarterback in the division. No disrespect to Haskins, but Daniel Jones, man, is really slacking right now, dude. And I don't see him getting any better, man. Not this year.
I can't fully agree with you because he is not the problem. If you take, and this is just being on the outside looking in, not only as a fan.
Okay.
If you take Daniel Jones out and even put Patrick Mahomes in, I don't think he'll even show any improvement. Our offensive line is atrocious right now.
Let me throw you some numbers for 3 games for Daniel Jones, okay? 3 games. 520 total passing yards for 3 games, 2 TDs, 3 picks, QBR 49.9.
How many fumbles?
I think 1. I don't. That didn't bring brought up, but I think 1. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't see the fumbles. But what that's telling me, man, is your offensive line is bad.
Right.
He's getting no help from that. But, dude, those are just atrocious numbers, man. For that, Dak throws for that many yards in 1 game, bro. And now you got 520 in a passing league. This is a passing league.
And that's why we're 0-3 right now.
Right.
And not only that, our defense, I mean, we couldn't even catch a cold today if we had to.
No, dude.
We couldn't. I mean, there were now, and guys, you got to understand this. I'm looking at it as I'm a fan of the Giants. I roll with them ride or die. Tomorrow when I go to work, I'm going to wear my Giants lanyard. I got a new Giants mask. So I say this with love and positivity. Now, I'll admit our DBs had a phenomenal game this evening. But our front 4, we got a couple sacks. But, I mean, the fact that, we couldn't put pressure on a second-string quarterback.
Mullins?
Yes. Well, I think he threw for over 300 yards today.
Let me tell you his stats real quick. 25 for 36 for 343. QBR of 80. Exactly 80.
4 touchdowns, right?
He had 1 touchdown, but 0 picks.
Okay.
Yeah. But dude, 25 and 36 for 343. Dude, I mean, the Giants they're scrambling. When you start talking about the coach after the 3rd game, you're chasing, you're questioning everything now. It's a 3rd game, bro, in a bad division. 0-3 doesn't look that bad in a bad division, bro. You do know that.
And right now who's in first place? Is it Washington?
The Cowboys and Washington are tied for first at 1-2.
The football team lost today.
1-2 is first place in the division right now. You're 1 game back, bro. This division, and the Eagles are 2-1.
So you're telling me there's a chance,
bro? Sneaky. This division is so freaking bad right now, man. I mean, the Eagles got lucky to tie. So you're talking about an Eagles team that's 2-1. You guys are 0-3, and Washington and Dallas are at 1-2.
And I remember back in the day when there was only 3 divisions, and I think all of us, meaning the Cowboys, the Washington, and then the Giants, only the Cardinals were the only team in that division that didn't make the playoffs back then.
Right. Well, the NFC East back then was the power. Yeah, NFC East was the dogs, baby.
Yeah.
The studs, the thoroughbreds were the NFC East, and now, bro, the NFC East is just looking bad.
So, since we're talking about sports right now, let's back up a little bit, and I want to talk about the NBA playoffs. Right now, unfortunately, my Nuggets got eliminated last night.
Right.
And it wasn't. I mean, it's hard to say, but you know what? I'm thankful for being a Nuggets fan today because of the fact how far they came. And for me, it was awesome to see how the potential that we have. I mean, Murray is now starting to turn into.
He's a star.
And I already knew Joker was a beast. But Paul, oh my God, his name is slipping me. Oh my God, I can't think of his last name. But he's coming into fruition. He was a free agent a couple years ago.
Right.
We'll just. I'm looking forward to the future because when I left in 2018, we were on the cusp of making it to the playoffs, and of course, The year after I left, we won the division, and they made it to the playoffs. And then I think got eliminated in the second round.
Right.
And this year we went on a serious run. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to the prospect of what we have as a Nuggets nation. But it's just going to be the Lakers. I don't want to say Lakers year because Miami's going to play them tough. The Heat is going to play them tough in the finals. I think they're playing tonight. The Celtics and Miami's playing tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
Here's the deal with I'm going to tell you something. And, I'm not a fan of the Lakers or Denver or anybody that's left in these playoffs.
Right.
The referees were obviously on the LA Lakers side in this series, man.
Yeah, there was
they were the benefits of some big calls in those games, man. And a couple different things here and there. Denver's up in this series, man, has a chance to win. I know it doesn't look like it on paper, and if you haven't watched the games, it looks like an easy series for the Lakers. Bro, by no means was this an easy series. And Denver has a lot to build on this next year.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm telling you, a couple of bad calls here and there, and Wiggins not making a 3-pointer to win one of the games. Dude,
yeah,
we're talking Denver in the finals, bro. And it's not that far-fetched. They are really good. And I think Denver, I'm predicting this right now. Denver is going to be the best team in the West next year, man. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, yeah, I believe it. I believe
they're the best team in the West.
Yeah. And I'm so looking forward. I mean, if they were to win the NBA Finals, I will definitely fly out and be a part of that parade and just enjoy that moment because when we moved to Denver back in 2015 and we became season ticket holders for the Nuggets, oh my God, from top down, that organization is just phenomenal.
Right.
Stand-up people. I mean, I'm sitting there talking to them now. The GM, Art, I can't pronounce his last name because it's a hard last name, but he was so down to earth when I met with him and spoke with him, and the VP of the Nuggets, and then all the way down to Coach Malone is one of the. I mean, he is like cool as the other side of the pillow,
right?
And how can I not continue my love for the Denver Nuggets? Now I will say, because of you and a few other people, my new love. I was up last night watching a hockey game.
Let's go.
And that game, you know what? To be fair, to be honest, that was the first hockey game that I watching on TV that I actually sat through from beginning to end. And you want to talk about a suspenseful?
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead. I mean,
I'm telling you, man. Let me tell you, guys listening or that's not into hockey. Everybody that I have introduced to this sport, like my man here, Sneaky, my brother-in-law out there, shout out Chris, even Cowboy Hippie, I introduced him to hockey. Everybody has fallen in love with the sport, fallen in love with the Stars because I kind of swayed my opinion, and we're in Dallas, so let's go for the Stars. But guys, hockey, the hockey playoffs. I'm going to say this again. I've said it my whole life. Nothing in sport, in my opinion, beats hockey playoff, man. Hockey playoff games are just so intense. Everything matters. And like any other sport, in overtime, they play till there's a score. There's nothing else to it, man. And last night's game with the 2 overtimes, and we found a way to win, which, 3-2 sounds a lot better than 3-1, man. And in this sport, dude, hey, we win again. 3-3 sounds really good if we win tomorrow night. So, guys, if you can catch the Stars game tomorrow, I highly recommend just catching one game and letting me know about it. And this is the time to do it. The Stars are in the finals, and if you're a DFW guy or local Texas guy, you got to check them out now. This is the time to watch them. Game 6 is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central. Check out the Stars, and let's go, baby.
I actually got a couple invites to go to Dallas Live. It crossed my mind, but we had a family emergency come across, which I'll bring up later on in the show. But you know what? I'm glad I didn't go because I woke up with a little hangover this morning.
I woke up with a little one too.
I had some. I cracked open some Jameson, and threw a couple tasty beverages back, and yeah, man.
Well, you know what I did?
Wow.
So I go live every Sunday morning on TikTok, man. I watch the sunrise with everybody.
Oh,
And
wow. Okay.
I started doing that because before TikTok, Sneaky, I used to wake up every Sunday morning and wake up with the sun, man. It was my time to almost meditate and come one with nature, in the morning. I know it sounds weird, guys, but I'm like that. I'm really spiritual like that. The calmness of it. You get to see the beauty of the sun rising. That's something that God gives us every day, man. It is natural beauty like that. So I decided a couple months ago to start waking up and go live with it. And it's picking up, dude. I get about 30, 40 people in there watching the sun rise with me.
Early? By what time? By what time in the morning?
The sun rises at about 7:15 here this time of year. So I get on about 6:45 when it's still a little dark. And we sit there with sunrise, man. We talk it out, talk about a week, how we're gonna do, what everybody's been up to. But dude, you know what? It's been picking up some steam, man. It's pretty interesting. It's fun, man. If you ever wake up, you should check it out sometime if you're up that early.
Well, I hope to wake up every morning for a while now.
So that's even my dedication. I mean, that's my dedication to Sunday. I was hungover. I still got up. I'm committed to it. And it still got up and worked it out, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I didn't get out of bed till about 10 o'clock. And even then, I thought it was early. And I could have stayed in bed in easily the 3 more hours. So,
right.
Who is this, Clary? Let's give us some stars.
Oh, that's my cousin out there, baby, in El Paso. Shout out 915.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
All right. And and Melanie's starting to turn into one of my favorite followers. She's with me for the last 3 weeks when I do my streams of the game.
Right on.
And she's a true blue Giants fan, which I appreciate. And let's see.
Right, James. That's right, James.
Exactly. Ups and playoffs. Records don't matter. Go Stars.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, you're lagging a little bit right there. Pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
Usually it doesn't bother me. That one was really bad. No, hey, James, man, you're absolutely right, man. Here's the deal with hockey. You throw the records out during the regular season, especially in playoff hockey, man. Those records do not matter. As we all know, we've seen 8 seeds go. We saw an 8 seed sweep a 1 seed last year. So hockey records do not matter when you throw that out, baby. It's not like any other sport. So I'm glad you brought that up, James. That's a valid point.
So, Clary, I'm going to bring up something that I think we'd be remiss not to. And I do want to be careful on how I bring it up. And obviously, guys, we didn't talk about this before the show, so Clary has no clue what I'm talking about next. But it's about a verdict that came out through the week. And it's about the Breonna Taylor trial or the indictment or whatever you want to call it. If those of you that are living under a rock and don't know what happened,
I'm gonna go ahead and skip out.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm joking, dude. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of skip across it because I think it's something that we need to bring up. And right. I don't want to get into discussion of whose fault it was.
Hey, before you go on,
right,
really quick.
Yep.
Hey, guys,
go ahead.
We do talk about everything on this show. We do cross paths with real life activities, and I didn't want to interrupt Sneaky, but I want to kind of introduce him into this, what he's bringing up. Just to let you all know, we talk sports, we talk real life, we talk TikTok. We like all things, man, that are going on that are real popular right now. So yeah, and we keep it real. We keep it real. That's the name of our show is Truce. So if you're new to this, we do step on all stones. We talk about everything. So Sneaky, start over again. I love it, man. Let's get into this discussion. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
So there was an attorney general. His name escapes me right now. This was an incident that happened in Kentucky. Again, if you live under a rock and have no idea what I'm talking about, I suggest you. Do you want to talk about it?
I'm down. Yeah, we can talk about anything, baby.
No. I'm saying. Well, okay. Basically, Breonna Taylor was. They had a no-knock warrant. 3 officers. They were apparently after her ex-boyfriend, and they tried to enter her home. Her boyfriend at the time thought that they were being burglarized. Who was licensed to carry, and shot at some cops. Therefore, the cops shot back, and killed Breonna Taylor. She was shot 6 times, if I'm not mistaken. This is a high-profile case, and for whatever reason, the officers are not being tried in her case. But an officer is being charged with endangerment of shooting at the neighbor's window. So I just want to, Claire, I want to kind of get your input on this. But before I do this, I just want to stress to everybody out there that we have, as a people, we have a power, and that power is to vote. Because, and not just the presidential election. Don't just think because who you want or who you don't want as president is the ultimate prize, if you will. No, because in general sense, the president has so much effect on our lives, but it's the local elections that are in place during the general election. So I say that to say this: vote. Find out what you need to do to vote. If you don't like that judge that gave you that speeding ticket, vote. If you love that judge that helped you out or gave you an ultimatum to better your life or to go to jail, vote. You have the power to vote. Find out what to do to register, and then vote. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. You have that right. You have that power. Because if you don't vote, that person that you don't want in on the office, that person is going to be voted in office because you didn't take a stance. Go ahead, Clary.
Well, I'm kind of scared. I'm about to go see if I'm registered to vote right now because I'm a little worried, man. So I might have I am registered to vote, guys. Here's the thing. I started a movement a couple weeks ago with a couple of my followers, just a hashtag vote movement. I don't know if it's built up any steam, but I talk about it on my lives. Sometimes we don't really get too political, but we do talk about voting as well on my lives as well, and the importance of it. And I don't know if you know this, Sneaky. I have talked to a couple of elementary schools the past 5 years, low income neighborhoods. I've talked to schools about voting, and I've talked to where when they invite their parents, those PTA type of meetings where your parents are there and stuff. I've done low income schools where I've talked about the power of voting and the importance of voting in these neighborhoods. So I have gotten involved in that. Now, when you go to step on a case like Breonna Taylor, it's real. It's a slippery slope, and I don't mean that as far as I'm not afraid to say what I feel. I mean, people have so much compassion when it comes to stuff like this. And I want to say something, guys. Right. That's why me and Sneaky, we don't agree with everything, guys. And that's why our show is called Truths, because me and Sneaky do disagree on a number of things. But that's the importance of almost the same thing as voting that this country gives us. We can have our own opinion on things and still be friends at the end of the day. It's okay, guys, to have different opinions, okay? But I'm going to I'll answer a little bit about it. I really didn't keep up as much. I knew what you said as far as the warrant issued and shooting first and she got caught in the crossfire. I'm going to say this. For one, I wasn't there. I'll throw that out there. I wasn't there. Two, I didn't hear the trial at all. I didn't hear.
Nobody had. And I'm going to cut you off. The people are arguing to get the.
The pre-trial. You're right.
Right. People are trying to get the transcripts so they can have an idea of where this attorney general got his conclusion from. Go ahead.
So you can backtrack and play the backtrack game and be like, well, you shouldn't be a criminal. You shouldn't be hanging out with criminals. You hear that argument all the time. You know what I'm saying, Sneaky? You shouldn't put yourself in that position. We hear that all the time. I get it, guys. I get it. Here's my deal with it, though. Does that deserve death? Does that deserve, I don't know, man. I'm going to tell you how I try to live. I'm going to tell you that real quick. I try to surround myself, especially this part of my career, my life, with positive people that I know are going to have my back for the better. That being said, if you don't see this, guys, I'm white, okay? And, well, I don't know if they can see me or not. So I am white, and I know, speaking with Sneaky and a couple of my other buddies, I know there's a difference. I see it. What's it called?
Right.
What is it called?
Stereotype,
Yes,
profiling.
profile. Yes, I get that. But as someone like myself, I do speak out for minorities, and Sneaky knows this as well, as much as I can. I get my word out.
And I do too.
So I speak out on a lot of things, and there's some stuff I do disagree on, but I speak out for the most part for minorities. With that being said, man, I just wasn't there, dude. I wish I could play the situation in my head. I mean, when you said there's a no-knock warrant or something, what was that saying you said?
No-knock warrant.
That's
exactly what it was.
So what does that pertain to exactly? Like, you can just go in?
Now, I don't know it by definition, but from what I'm hearing, yes. Basically, they need to address themselves as police, and then they can break open the door and seize whatever property. Now, I do want to make one comment, and I'm not going to put the comment out here, but Daniel V, I did see what you said. You know what? I'm just going to put it out there because we're in the discussion. So yeah, let's put it out. Daniel Valenzuela says, no disrespect to anyone.
Okay.
But I have heard both sides of Breonna Taylor killing. Both officers were there with a no-knock warrant, meaning they were wanted. And yes, I know the Second Amendment. Okay. Now, before we go, let me
Hey,
clarify.
thanks, Daniel. And thank you for that comment, Daniel.
Daniel, let me clarify something real quick. They weren't wanted. They actually was there to find Breonna Taylor's ex-boyfriend, who somehow lived there at one point in time. So the boyfriend that lived there and Breonna, they were not part of the warrant. And what made it even more worse was the warrant was to apprehend the boyfriend. And what turned out, the boyfriend was already apprehended, I want to say within an hour before that no-knock warrant actually took place. And again, I don't want to, and I don't want to get into the whole issue of officers defending themselves, the people defending themselves in the apartment, because again, that could go both ways. But I do want to just stress that voting is important, because if you want things to be heard, if you want things to be, it's hard to really get into details, but judges and district attorneys are going to hear cases. And if there's some things that you don't like what's going on in your community, you got to vote. Bottom line.
Right.
You got to vote.
Well, guys, I think you know the issue on this, man. I think we all need to get there and vote, or Sneaky's going to come beat our asses, man. So I know one thing. I am faster than Sneaky. I don't care what position he played in freaking high school or Europe or wherever the hell he played. I guarantee you I run a faster 40, man, right now. So I'm not afraid of you, man.
I tell you what, I'm a Giants fan, so apparently I can't beat anybody right now. So
hey, at least you admit it. The first step is admitting it, dude. You were right. That is the first step.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that I'm glad you brought that up, man. It's good to talk about that kind of stuff. With everything going on right now, because politics plays a big part in sports as well. And a lot of the video I do videos during football about, during football season on TikTok. I get a lot of comments. They come into my videos and say, we don't watch football. We're against football now. Bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
that's fine. But you take your time to come into my video and let me know. I mean, bro, honestly, this would be me and you, Sneaky, and the million people listening worldwide. I'm going to say this. I watch football for great athletes. I watch football because these guys can do stuff that I could never do. They run speeds that I could never run. They make catches that I could never catch. And it takes me away from reality, man, for a couple of hours, guys.
Oh, my God, you're right.
Why I watch football. Now, look, if they do a political stance, good for them. Do your thing, homies.
Right.
Do your thing, because I'm still my own man. Whether I agree with their political stance or statement or not, I got my own views, bro. Good. Yeah. I'm glad you did that.
And and the thing is, I think it's funny when I see like I said, I'm on millions of giant groups right? And I love going on there, and I see a lot of Giants fans that says, I'm done with football. I'm not going to watch another down, which it's their right. They can. That's right. And it is their right for the players to peacefully protest because it is a peaceful protest. Now, back to the fans, I implore all the Giants fans that are listening, watching, wherever they are, either on YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, whatever, it would be an honor for me to receive all of your Giants gear due to the fact, because I don't want you to be uncomfortable, looking at your football Giants gear, which is very nice. There's some of them I see, they got really awesome man caves. It will be my duty as an American and a Giants fan to take over your gear, your New York Giants stuff.
You know what I'm gonna do for next show as well? I'm gonna look up the TV ratings compared to last year. I'm gonna look them up and have them. I don't want to do it now during the show. I'm gonna do it for next show so I can compare the TV ratings and see what they're really, how good or bad it's doing. I'm very interested in that. So I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna do some research on that for next episode. And we're gonna talk about the ratings and stuff because we all know Cowboys always have number one every game, every week. That's a fact, Sneaky. That's a fact.
No.
Yeah, look it up. You can look that up right now if you want. That's a fact. But I'm really interested to see across the platform, across the league, because it might even be higher because no one's going to the games. So the ratings might even be higher, man. I don't know. And we're all stuck inside still, so the ratings, they might be higher. And so for all the people out there telling me not to watch football, they're boycotting football, dude. All right, bro, cool. I applaud you and I respect you for that. But don't come in my videos hating on me for supporting my boys. Right. That's all I'm saying.
Well, because, it's all right. And, for me, I'll be honest. I actually, those that don't know, I'm on TikTok, Sneaky G-Man 11. And I get a lot of comments saying that not only the whole situation about athletes being political, but just the way the world is right now with, the riots and the COVID and all this. I actually, I get a lot of comments stating how they are happy that I can at least take them away from the issues of today. And, and I take great pride in, even though it's only a minute, even though it's only 60 seconds, putting a smile on someone's face when I go into a Dallas Cowboys store and I yell out, let's go Giants, or when I talk about the Giants or in a positive light. Are you okay? Did something come out and hit you?
No, you reminded me because our TikTok league. By the way, guys, me and Sneaky are in a pretty big TikTok fantasy football league. And did you not see that bet I made?
No, what was your bet? Wait. I didn't. No, I actually forgot. But it was with UPS Dad, right?
Unless I get a miracle, dude, I'm gonna have to go in front of Jerry's World and yell "Let's go Patriots" at the top of my lungs and videotape it.
Oh my
God. I need 32 points from Lamar Jackson, which is doable. It's gonna come to. He has nobody left, and I have Lamar Jackson, so it's gonna come down to Lamar Jackson. I'm down 32 points, which is very doable. So if Lamar Jackson has a bit, and he has to go to Foxborough and yell "Puro Pinchy Cowboys" if I beat him. So it's Lamar Jackson, baby, and let go, Lamar.
It's funny you say that because I just now started following. I think is it Box Dad?
Box Dad's in there,
UPS Dad. I'm following. He's following me back now. So now I'm really curious about seeing what kind of bets would be made towards me come the season, because my team is bad.
It's trash.
Hold on, let me. Well,
you didn't draft.
Exactly, guys. Just so you know. Okay, all right. This. Oh, I'm leading right now. I'm leading right now.
All right.
Against the TikTok fantasy? Saquon Barkley. That's who I'm beating right now. But okay, guys, let me give you a little quick true story. A couple weeks ago, so my iPhone, I'm an Apple guy. I got a Mac. I got an iPad, Apple Watch. If Apple made toilet paper. I'd probably buy that too. So Clary brought to my attention, hey man, they need another person for Fantasy League. These are people from TikTok. Are you in? Yeah, I'm down. I'm thinking I'm about to win another championship. Yeah, joke's on me. So literally, I want to say the next day or a couple days after that, my phone, I had to update my phone. I lost everything. I lost my contacts. I lost a lot of my apps. So the day of the draft, which earlier I got in the draft party, no problem. You know how you go in there, you start drafting. But later on, I couldn't get back in the draft thing, the draft center. I'm talking to Clary, dude, send me the link. No luck. So, and I hate it when people auto draft. But I auto draft the whole thing. And I just gave up trying.
So this league he's talking about, guys, it's a TikTok league that we were invited to. We got some big TikTokers in it. It's pretty cool. We got a couple people, 3, 4, 500,000 followers in that league. And to be invited to that league was pretty special as well. So we're talking some crap with these guys, and one of them called me out basically, and I made him that bet. He asked me to make the bet, and I made that bet up, and I might eat my words. So I need Lamar Jackson to somehow come through with 32 points. And you know what? That should be a shootout tomorrow. It should be a shootout. So
who'd you pick in our pick 'em? Who'd you pick?
I don't even remember, bro. I don't remember who I picked to win.
I think I went Kansas City.
I picked whoever the home team was. If Kansas City was a home team, I picked them. I don't remember. I don't remember though, honestly. But hopefully Lamar comes out with a game so we can hear some dude from Boston, Massachusetts say "Puro Pinchy Cowboys." I think that would be a better one, dude, for a video like that, man. It'll be "Puro Pinchy." I can't even say it like them, bro. But
I'm actually looking forward to seeing you going to Jerry's World and say, what is it? Let's go Patriots.
I gotta say, let's go Patriots. Oh, those look good. Chocolate strawberries just came into my room.
Oh, ooh. I need some.
Look at there. Thanks, baby. Oh yeah, look at here, guys.
Oh no, it's about to be
here. I won't eat it though. Baby. Yeah. So, hey, by the way, guys,
you are evil.
The Cowboy Hippie wasn't able to join us today. He got caught up at the in-laws' house, and we all know how that goes sometimes. So that's why you haven't heard from the Cowboy Hippie this evening, man. But he will be on. It's not like he stepped away. He'll be on next episode. He just got caught up with the Cowboy game, like a lot of us did, and that's his main reason for missing was because of the Cowboy game. So we kind of timed it wrong today. We got to look into that. We got to do better with that next week and for the future show. So, but there's a
I mean, we try and get it to where it the evening game and before the late night game. So yeah, we're gonna have to because the last couple of weeks it kind of hit perfectly. But this, especially with the Cowboys game being the late game, it was a special occasion.
Right.
So, I mean, and I'll be honest, it's going to be difficult for us to do a show come week 5 because if I'm not mistaken, we're going to the game, right?
We're somehow going to the game. I mean, I'm probably not going in the game, but I'm going to the game. So,
I'm going in the game.
Right.
I should be getting some tickets sometime this week. And,
what time is that? What time is that game at?
It's an afternoon game. Hold on,
I know, but like let's see what time that game is, and if we can, maybe we do an early morning show, bro, for the pre-hype.
We would have to do an early because I would like to. I'll probably be leaving,
or we'll just do
super early,
or we'll just do a Saturday special.
We'll do a Saturday show.
Yeah, I'm down with
that. Oh yeah, it's at 3:25.
Yeah, dude, we could do a Saturday show, man. I'm down with that.
Yeah, we do that because we'll probably. Like I said, we'll probably leave early because as much money I'm spending on them damn tickets, I'm going to be at ATM Stadium all day.
Well, yeah, I would be too. For any event. Hey, any event. God, I just got sorry, man. Excuse me. hey, after last night's game, waking up early and having to go through football day to day, it's been a stressful 24 hours.
I will say, to add on to what you just said, yes, I'm a Giants fan, and it sucks right now. We are 0-3, but I would hate to be an Atlanta Falcon fan.
Oh my God!
Not to take. I mean, I got Matt Ryan on my fantasy team. He's giving me points, but to have the lead 2 weeks in a row,
bro,
then lose it in the fourth quarter. Nick Foles came in the fourth quarter and threw up 3 touchdown passes for them to win it. And
look, dude, let's just be real. Nick Foles is a freaking legend, bro. The man is a legend, dude, for what he did with the Eagles. And then he just confirmed today. He just truly confirmed it. I was like goated. I don't care what his stats are ever going to be. The guy is one of my goats, man, of just dude that has a set of balls, man, that hang out of his shorts because he doesn't care the situation. He's not afraid of the stage. He steps in there and owns it, bro. No matter the situation, the score, whatever's dealt his way. Nick Foles is a guy that you want in your back pocket, man. I don't care, dude. I would like to see him as a coach as well one day because he doesn't fade, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you this question. What college is he from?
Hold on.
Bear down. And I'm not saying that because he's on the Bears.
Well, I'm thinking of.
Come on. Arizona. Bear down.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's an Arizona Wildcat. Yep.
I didn't know that, dude. I was thinking Big 12 for some reason. I don't know why, but wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, dude? Hey, and I saw your message. Yeah, I'm down with that. I saw your message, man. By the way,
okay.
I'm just lazy to type. I think what Nick Foles brings to that team, and now I think it might make Mitch Trubisky better. And if it doesn't, we're going to see a quick end to Mitch Trubisky's career. This is a challenge, bro. This is a freaking challenge to Mitch right now.
I was actually surprised when they said that he beat him out in the beginning.
I think a lot of people were. Man. I was surprised, and I know some Bears fans that I communicate with on TikTok were surprised. They wanted Nick Foles as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like, but I think money's involved, and you got to make it's the same thing. These big companies make these decisions, and they're going to make them work no matter what.
Yeah, because they sure as hell reached to get Trubisky in the draft.
They sure did, man.
And some person's job is on the line for what I think. What was it number? Was it number 3 overall or 4?
I'm not sure, but I know they traded up for him.
He was the first. He was picked over Winston,
right,
and Mahomes,
right,
and Mahomes in that draft. Man.
Real quick before we get off, man. I want to say something to we're going to get out of here pretty soon, guys. I'm about to pass out anyways, and I know Sneaky's had a long day and we had a long weekend ahead of us.
Yeah, and we don't have Ish with us.
We don't have our producer, man.
Yeah, we need to have Ish with us. So
I just want to tell y'all, man, thanks for all the support I've been receiving these last couple of weeks, man. I've been getting a lot of love and support these last couple of weeks in my DMs on TikTok. I don't know if I'm reaching more people or the word's getting out more, but dude, these last 2 weeks, guys, I have received so much love, man, that I get a lot now that I can't go through them all. And Sneaky knows this, guys. We try to respond, man, but sometimes it gets to the point, man. TikTok DMs are trash. Let me tell you, they don't work good anyways. They're not in order. They're not in order, and especially when you get a lot, some get lost. But I really wanted to say this during this show. If anybody's listening or wants to jump on and listen to one of our recorded shows, I want to say thanks, guys. Sneaky, I have received so much love this last 2 weeks, man, and I show my wife when we read them together and bro, it's amazing, man.
Yeah.
You sometimes the impact you're making and you don't realize it, man. And then you start receiving some of these things in return, and it blows my mind, man. It makes me want to do more. So I just want to say you all are the reason why I keep producing more and keep trying more and striving more and trying to do better for my community as well. That's because of you all. So I wanted to say that before I jumped off, and thank you guys, and thanks for listening, and thanks for just everything, the help and the support from everything. So and much love, guys. We'll have Cowboy Hippie on next week, and let's see what Sneaky has to say. on this 0-3 Sunday.
Yeah, you can shut up about that. So first off, I want to echo what Clary says, because I get a lot of love myself, and I love it when I'm on TikTok and I get Cowboy fans. They say I'm not a Giants fan, but I appreciate you and keep up the good work on TikTok and talk about the positivity that I share, and also Clary shares as well. But I want to ask you guys a favor this week. I just found out yesterday, and this is what I alluded to early in the show. Not really going to get into too much detail, but I do have a family member that tested positive for COVID, and they're in the hospital right now. So I really want you to pray for my family, and for that family member to have a fast and speedy recovery. And sorry, I just kind of lost it there for a sec. Again, I want to thank everyone for their love and support that they've given us, myself, Clary, Cowboy Hippie, on our platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, even Clary's Twitch. We got to give a shout out to Dress Comfy for providing merch for us, and also she has some awesome stuff too. I suggest you guys jump on dresscomfy.com. And Clary, before we go, you got anything?
No, man. Much love and prayers to you and your family, Sneaky. I know I told you that earlier, but always much love to you and your family. I will be sending my positive Clary OG vibes, and the Clary OG community has got you, bro. We got you, baby.
I appreciate that. All right, guys. So before we go, I just want to say one thing. The challenge is still out there. Please be out there. Put a smile on somebody's face. Just one person. Be the better person. Be the blessing. Make every day count. And let's go, Giants. Ow!
I'ma keep it 100, you heard me? Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to